Spoiler warning, you have 2 seconds to leave and go get caught up. So basically, this is like Kendra's episode, aka Hot Girl, and ever since Vandal Savage came into town, to stir up trouble and look for, like, he's on the hunt for Kendra to, basically, he's basically an immortal who has to kill her, like, in order to continue on with his immortality or whatnot. And then let's see, and then the Flash has, this is like some magic shit. So Arrow, Team Arrow, has experienced that. So he's like, okay, let's go to them for help. And then that's what brought them together for the next team up of the season. And this episode is just basically a nice build up to what we're gonna see tomorrow, and then in the second half of this crossover. So in this one, we're just getting ready for whatever epicness that lies ahead in the second half. So I'm pretty okay with that. This is just a build up, and then they introduced Hawkman, or AKA Carter Hall. I can't remember what their actual names were. Like what they said. Your real name is this. I was Carter Hall, but I'm really this. My name is really this other name. And the same for Kendra, where they said he said her actual name. I forgot what her actual name is, but we'll just call them Kendra and Carter. But I like how I do like how Savage and Kendra had that sort of that Highlander thing going on in a way. Like subtracting the memory loss that she has. It's like like Savage is like the Kurgan, coming walking in, and Kendra sort of like Connor McLeod, and he's coming after her, and the I guess to become stronger, and and how he does, like just and repeat and repeat and repeat, just repetitive. They reincarnate and it gets killed again, and so on and so forth. But I do like how when Barry and Felicity have that conversation about Earth 1 and Earth 2. So I wonder what Oliver will look like in Earth 2. And what she should have said was, well, maybe he has a monster beard or something like that. That would have been a cool little nod to the comics. and then Barry would say to her, like, that would be a bad, like, how is he going to disguise himself? That'd be a bad way to disguise himself. That was cool. I mean, that was pretty cool that Damien Dark made a cameo in this episode of The Flash, or the crossover. I didn't expect to see him. Honestly, I was expecting to see Team Arrow like take down like another group of bad guys or whatever. I didn't expect Damien Dark to make an appearance in this episode, but it was pretty cool to see him, and that was pretty cool arrows that Green Arrow shot. Like where magnetic arrows, like where he shot them down and all the guns just come sucked onto the arrows like. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah, I mean overall this was a pretty awesome build up. This is a good build up episode, and building Kendra up to her fullest potential, get to at least embrace her her heritage, and I think now that we got that out of the way, I guess we can get really get the ball rolling in the second half of this crossover, and I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm glad I don't have to wait a fucking week for that. You can just go right to like the next day. Yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. So and that's pretty interesting. Like, like we finally see, Jay Garrick. I mean, like, it's been oh my god, it's been a while since we've seen the guy, and then yeah, and Harrison Wells, comes close to, to death, and and then Jay was, forced to save him, by temporarily having powers, and just to get the bullet out of, get the bullet out of his chest, and then and that was a good, that was a pretty cool scene, but I bet if they didn't need Wells, I mean, they would have just let him die right then and there. But he may have a lot of secrets, but I doubt he's evil, like how his imposter was last season. But that's just me. Yeah, it's getting to that point where I think Patty needs to know that Barry is the Flash. I personally think so. Let me know in the comment section. Do you agree with that? I think Barry should tell her, that he's the Flash. That's just me personally. I mean, she's getting too close to she's becoming. I mean, she's going to become more and more and more and more suspicious. As she's getting close to all these oddly things that are happening. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the only more logical thing to do is to tell her the whole shebang. Just bring her into the loop. But I think that's about it. Awesome build-up episode. Awesome, cool first half. So I give this, and I give it an 8.5 out of 1 to 10. And I'm really looking forward to the second half tomorrow. So if you liked my review, be sure to thumb up the video, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, and let me know what you thought of this episode, and let's see, and yeah, I think that's it, guys. So I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.